Peace, y'all. It's your girl B from B&ROSE here. That's me literally blowing the dust off of this YouTube page. And as I've been thinking for a while to kind of bring more of the B&ROSE vision into the social media space, I wanted to make sure that I was considering authenticity in all things that B&ROSE is, and the relationship to self, and how I wanted to convey that message as well as represent the practice and the brand of B&ROSE. So I think I'm going to start doing collective readings in this space. I am more of an intuitive reader. I've been using tarot for many years, and although I usually just practice on myself, I figure I can share that gift, share that intuitive reasoning, furthering the message of relationship to self and the objectives of B&ROSE in this space. So, and also it gives me a creative outlet and gives me opportunity to connect with you all and build the B&ROSE community. So thank you for being here as it is in its raw stages. And I hope that you stick around to see it grow into something beautiful, which I know that it has the potential to do. All right. So, like I said, these messages will be collective, for the collective. As the page grows, we can see more about Palo Santo here, and we can see more about a focus, see how the community grows, see how I'm able to tap into the energy of the collective, and from there, we can consider maybe doing individual signs and readings and things of that nature. But I think in this current world space, a collective reading would do us awesome good. Now, the focus here is relationship to self, as I said. So you'll see a lot of processing from the I mind, not so much of energies that are outside of the collective. However, if you are familiar with tarot and how those messages come in, you really don't have much of a say as to what energies are stepping on and where they're gonna step. So with that, as the energies reveal themselves and manifest, then the readings will go in the way that they've been told to me to read. So with that, I would like to open with a collective meditation or prayer as I'm also doing the shuffle. So I'm using your standard tarot cards from the Witchy Cauldron. And yeah, all right, so all praises due to the Most High Divine Righteous Light and keepers of the Divine Golden Righteous Light. As we, the collective, present to you, ask for your message. Let your message be clear. Let your messengers be clear. I pray for the collective and that their minds are open to receive the messages as they come. I ask that I am a vessel to convey this message, that my heart is clean, that my heart is open, and that my mind is open in order to convey this message. I thank you now for all that you've done, all that you will do, and all that you're currently doing in this moment to conspire for our greater good. As these words exist, so shall they be. All right, let's do one more shuffle. We'll see what we got. Okay. Again, thank you all for being here. This is my very first recorded collective reading. Let's see what we have here. Let's tap into the energy of the collective and see what energies we are stepping on this season for this full moon energy. So first card out is the King of Cups, clarifying by the Four of Coins. Okay, let's see here. So the King of Cups represents, of course, emotional intelligence in the highest way. This is trust. This is a person who is knowledgeable and intuitive. And we have the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, which is a representation of keeping things close. So this could be as your emotional intelligence is heightening, you find yourself needing to kind of hold back on that knowledge that you have, and maybe that's because you don't have a trust. So the next card comes out is the Seven of Swords. This could represent lack of self-trust, that maybe came from some deceitful behavior, some tricky behavior. So what I'm seeing is that the collective could be feeling as if you don't want to open your heart, or share your unconscious or conscious motivations with someone or the world, or even it's yourself, that you're not able to trust exactly what you could be feeling, even though those feelings are big. Those feelings are saying they're trustworthy. Thank you, Spirit. So now we have the Chariot, big 7 energy, right? So this is your divine saying you need to make up your mind. This is divine saying trust your instinct. If you're already in that big King of Cups energy, your intuition is heightened, your ability to know what you want, because the King of Cups is stable. This is a person who's sure of themselves, and this is sure about what they feel, right? So that hesitation or that trepidation that you may feel, that's telling you to hold on to that feeling, don't share it, right? To reserve, even though what you have is valuable, right? That's what those Four of Pentacles are doing. It's clutching their jewels. It's saying, no, this belongs to me. I'm not sharing that. And that's probably because of what the Seven of Swords representing, saying there's been some cheating, there's been some deceitful behaviors that have gone on around you, or to internalize it, you are not trusting your vision. You're not trusting what you feel. Maybe because something has happened in your life where you were sure about something and it turned out to be the opposite. It turned out to be that you couldn't trust what your mind was telling you. Your mind was leading you in a different direction. However, with the Chariot here, the Chariot is ready to take you where you want to go. The Chariot is saying, listen, there's a victory here. So whatever it is that you're feeling, don't feel like you need to hold back because of something that's happened in the past, or some trust issues that you may have with self or with others. The seventh major arcana, which is the Chariot, is telling you that there's balance here. It's the divine stepping in, saying that you have the determination and the willpower. You just have to tap in. You just have to make up your mind, because it's ready to take you where you want to go. Following up with that is the Queen of Cups. I mean, what kind of bookend are we on, right? So the Queen of Cups is here. This is a choice being made on sincere feelings. So this is a kind of full circle moment, which is all about my style of reading, of how energy moves in a cycle. So that Queen of Cups being here is saying, listen, here is that totality of what the divine message is wanting to share with you as a collective. It's saying, trust your instinct, trust the power that you have. Don't feel like you need to tone it down or reserve it or clutch onto it because you're worried that it may be misperceived, misconceived, that it may be your mind playing tricks on you, or someone who deceived you in the past kind of coming back to shed off any energy. It's not about that. It's about you being able to trust what the divine has for you, with that with the Chariot being here, saying that listen, no obstacle will stop me now. That is exactly what's written on this card. No obstacle will stop me. That's mental obstacles. You know, the mind is strong. It can convince us of what's not real. It is the seat of illusions, and it's also the seat of power, of decisiveness, right? Because once the mind is made up, everything else will follow, right? So if, with the Chariot being here again, it's saying to you, you have the power to create, to make the decisions that you need to make, whether it be with love, because I know a lot of people are liking to say that the cups are an emotional current, which because of the water, it's the emotional energy. So if this is a choice based on sincere feelings, then trust your instinct. Trust what your mind is saying for you to do at this moment. And I think that's a good message. That's a good way to leave it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Come on now, the High Priestess in upright. She is the second major arcana. 2 is balance. That's balance. That's duality. That's saying that your inner knowledge is your best guide. So it's trusting, again, your intuition. That's even more confirmation from the divine that you are on the right path, that whatever decisions that you are toiling with, don't let them put you in a state of holding on to that possession and keeping you from wanting to make it obsolete or make it real and tangible because of your fear, your fear of trickery or some cheating or some type of theft. That's all in your mind. It's saying to release that, because your intuition is here to power you forward, and you should trust that 100%. I don't know how it can't get much deeper than that. So I'll leave the message right here. Again, thank you so much for being here in this space. And feel free to like, share, comment as the page grows. It will definitely be appreciated. And I look forward to sharing more messages with you in the future. All right, talk to you soon. Peace. Get out of here.